Right now at 5, from the White House to La Crosse, why the vice president is coming to town and reaction.
And more students are heading back to the classroom, how UWL students are keeping them from falling behind.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski.
DC politics is coming to La Crosse. Vice President J.D. Vance here on Thursday to tout the White House's big, beautiful bill.
And Democrats already promising a protest. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget is in the newsroom tonight with a closer look. Allison.
Vance will reportedly speak about how the bill has affected the manufacturing industry. So we spoke with those working in the industry to better understand the bill's impacts.
This is a very common thing that we see after a major piece of legislation gets enacted.
UWL political science professor Anthony Chergosky says Vance's stop in La Crosse this week is part of Republican strategy to win public opinion on the big, beautiful bill.
There is a very real battle for public opinion right now with Democrats trying to undermine public confidence in the big, beautiful bill, while people like J.D. Vance are trying to show people the positive implications of the law.
Vance will focus his visit on how the legislation has helped Wisconsin manufacturing. So, how has the bill impacted the industry? Wisconsin Manufacturers and Commerce says its tax provisions are a major win.
It reauthorizes the 2017 Trump-Ryan tax reforms that lowered the corporate tax rate to 21% from 35%. So that's just fundamental competitiveness from our perspective.
The group lobbied hard for the bill to pass. They say what benefits the industry also benefits the state at large.
Manufacturing is what drives the middle class. It's the foundation of our economy. And if manufacturing isn't doing well, neither is the state of Wisconsin.
At La Crosse's Steiger Steel and Fabricating, owner Dan Steiger says he hasn't seen much change to the industry since Trump took office. But he believes the administration's focus on American-made will be beneficial.
The best steel and the best building materials are American-made. So anything that puts the American worker in a position of power.
And he adds that the no tax on overtime will be a huge benefit for his staff.
Being able to have their overtime without it being overtaxed is a tremendous thing for them. I think that's going to be the greatest thing to come out of it.
As we reported, Vance will be in La Crosse on Thursday, and News 8 Now will have full coverage of the event. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now.
Allison, thank you. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers is announcing new funds to support rural communities. Evers has visited Norwalk and Abbotsford today, touting community development block grants. It is a federal program that helps fund rural investments like new fire stations, drainage systems, and road repairs. Now, President Trump's proposed 2026 budget would cut that program entirely, something Evers says would be detrimental. Today, Evers also weighing in on the president's One Big Beautiful Bill.
It was bad. It was bad legislative policy. You know, the chief executive, the president, has the absolute right to do whatever he thinks he was elected to do, but the Congress has to play a role in this, and they just kind of rolled over on it.
3rd District Congressman Derek Van Orden was also in the region today. He visited the Great Lakes cheese plant in La Crosse. Van Orden says small businesses are the engine of the economy and wants to make sure the federal government is doing what they can to support them.
These guys are a major employer in the district, and it's fantastic. Throughout the state of Wisconsin, they have about 1,600 people working for them, which is amazing. And in this plant here, they've got about 400. And they produce 5 million pounds of cheese a week just here.
Van Orden also visited Westby Co-op this morning. The creamery is announcing a $14 million expansion. The upgrades will include new fridges, 10,000-gallon cream tanks, and a new 30,000-gallon milk silo. Officials say the project will allow it to increase production while cutting production time.
The business is growing. The business is booming. We cannot make enough cottage cheese in our plants or anywhere across the United States.
Westby Cooperative Creamery is the only cottage cheese manufacturer in Wisconsin.
A News 8 follow-up: sexual assault charges were filed today against a former Viroqua area school employee. Ashley Benson is accused of having sexual relations with a student at Cornerstone Christian Academy. Benson was a secretary there. Police say the victim was 15 when the relationship started. Benson is out on a $5,000 signature bond. Now, if convicted, she could face up to 6 years in prison. Sentencing day for Ryan Borgwart, a judge giving him 89 days in county jail. That's how long the search lasted. Borgwart is the Wisconsin kayaker who faked his own death, then fled to Europe to meet a woman. His disappearance prompted weeks of searches on Green Lake.
Eau Claire's City Council will vote on two key issues tonight: a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit for e-bikes and scooters on city trails or public sidewalks, and a downtown parking fee. A $1 an hour fee to park along Lake Street to Madison Street, and 50 cents an hour for spots surrounding that area. That meeting just underway in the last hour, so we could have some updates by 6 o'clock tonight. In the meantime, I was wearing sweatpants today on the walk. T-shirt and sweats. Not chilly. I would say pleasant, Greg. Like that kind of fall vibe season in the air.
Like I said, this whole weekend, especially Saturday or Sunday, felt like, it was early October weather too. It really was, with overnight lows 30s, 40s, and highs generally in the 60s, now 70s too. So on this National Dog Day, as we go forward, it's actually really great to be out this whole weekend. It was great to have dogs out there, finally being able to enjoy some drier conditions. We're still in the 70s, a few cloud cover. We're still below average. Our average temperature should be around the upper 70s to around 80. Most areas were in the mid 70s, a few areas still in the low 70s. So all in all, still below average, but very pleasant conditions humidity-wise. A few fair weather cumulus that you would expect kind of build up by afternoon. They will dissipate by evening, but there's your current temperatures holding in the 70s. Really nothing to speak of this evening. Generally clearing skies, getting back down to 61 as we go through 10 p.m. And similar story for Eau Claire, getting back down to about 60 as we go to 10 p.m. once any clouds going on. Now later on we do have some showers coming on, but don't really fret too much over that because it doesn't impact most of the 7-day forecast or 8-day forecast. So we'll break that down a bit later in the broadcast.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Greg.
Well, kids are officially back in school across Trempealeau County. Students at Galesville Elementary and other GET schools began classes today. Students and teachers were excited to settle into new classrooms and get the new year rolling.
All excited. Yeah, we have a tradition walking here on the first day, and yeah, they're pretty pumped to be back.
We are welcoming everybody back to a brand new school year. Our theme here at Galesville Elementary is learning is an adventure that never ends. So we're just really excited to have everybody back.
Now, GET is also experiencing a change to their 4K program. Our own Grace Monk is live in Galesville tonight with that story. Good evening, Grace.
Today was the first day of all-day 4K classes for GET elementary schools. The district announced the switch from half-day 4K to all-day last fall. That decision was based on the area's limited childcare options. Since the announcement, the district has seen an increase in 4K enrollment. GET's district administrator says the expansion helps both parents and students.
The full-day 4K program will allow us to have a more robust early literacy learning, but it will also allow us to provide encore classes like music and library that we wouldn't be able to do with a half-day program.
Butler hopes the expansion will encourage families to stay in the district. And the La Crosse School District also started all-day classes this week. Reporting in Galesville, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Grace. And back to school also means back to tutors for some. Private tutoring in the U.S. usually costs between $20 and $80 an hour, but a UWL program is offering free tutoring for kids who qualify. The program uses education and psychology students. The tutors check homework and help kids study for tests.
They use the word fail, right? But they're starting to not do super well in their classes, right? And we're able to intervene academically with our kiddo.
The program starts at the beginning of October. Parents can apply now. And from new rules to discounts and deals, News 8 Now is your back to school resource. Go to news8000.com and click on the back to school tab.
Still to come tonight, President Trump's wide-ranging media blitz, what he's saying about his crackdown on crime, and his feud with a federal official.
Plus, another draw, another day without a Powerball winner. How much the jackpot is now after the break.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, your pup isn't just boarded, they're pampered. From tail-wagging daycare to cozy overnight stays, we treat every dog like our own. Safe, clean, and full of fun. Book today at booktopdog.com. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
This river
wasn't damned in a day. And GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus $4,500 purchase allowance on select Sierra 1500 models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. We are professional grade.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. Need cleaning supplies? Stock up and save big on top brands like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Receive $10 instant savings on a single qualifying purchase of $40 or more on Procter & Gamble products. When you're looking for new appliances, Menards is the place to shop. You'll find a great selection ready to take home today. Save over $600 on this Maytag top-load laundry pair after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise? Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
Yay! We love our guests.
Love.
as much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
At Top Dog Retreat in West Salem, skip the mess and hassle at home. Our climate-controlled self-serve dog wash is open 24 hours to keep your dog clean, dry, and ready for their next adventure. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
In a wide-ranging cabinet meeting, President Trump digging in on his promise to terminate the Federal Reserve governor. He also threatened new measures to crack down on urban crime. CBS's Erica Brown is at the White House.
By the way, speaking of that,
President Trump is raising the stakes on his crackdown on crime in the nation's capital.
if somebody kills somebody in the Capitol, Washington, D.C., we're going to be seeking the death penalty.
More than 2,000 National Guard troops are patrolling the streets of Washington to fight crime, some of them carrying their service weapons. President Trump says Baltimore or Chicago could be next. The Maryland and Illinois governors have pushed back.
You would think that Illinois would have such a problem with crime, such a bad governor. He should be calling me, and he should be saying, could you send over the troops, please? It's out of control.
In the 7th cabinet meeting of his second term, President Trump accused cities of falsifying their crime statistics. In a long and wide-ranging discussion, he also kept up the pressure on the Federal Reserve. Speaking from the cabinet room, newly decorated with gold accents, the president did not back away from his plan to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook over allegations of mortgage fraud. Cook says she will not resign. Her attorney adding in a statement, the attempt to fire Cook lacks any factual or legal basis, and we will be filing a lawsuit challenging this illegal action.
She seems to have had an infraction, and she can't have an infraction, and especially that infraction because she's in charge of, if you think about it, mortgages, and we need people that are 100% above board.
The president's ongoing clash with the Fed could undermine the central bank's independence, given the White House unprecedented power over the nation's monetary policy. Erica Brown, CBS News, the White House.
The Powerball is now at $815 million. No one won last night. The jackpot is now the 7th largest in the lottery's history. The lump sum cash prize would get you $367 million. The next drawing is tomorrow.
And the wait is over. Nike revealing WNBA star Caitlin Clark's shoe logo. It features 2 interlocking C's. The first t-shirt from Clark's logo collection drops on Nike.com on September 1st. Her full sportswear collection, including shoes, next year. Clark first signed with Nike in 2022 when she was at Iowa. She signed an 8-year, $28 million extension in 2024. Taylor Swift's internet breaking breaking news that has nothing to do with music.
But first,
yeah, we still got pleasant conditions going on through Wednesday, but we have a brief period of showers to talk about before then conditions turn really pleasant again. We'll break that down and then show you what Labor Day weekend has in store. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
During the big summer sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $500 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
When we say we're stuffed in here like a sausage, we mean it. Mike and Kyle on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Automotive. We buy and sell thousands of vehicles every year.
We ship nationwide every week. We buy vehicles nationwide as well.
Here are a few examples of why we are the undisputed price leader.
Mach-E's from $30,000 off new MSRP. Lincoln's from $15,000 off new MSRP. Or how about late model Mustang convertibles from $16,995?
Get to the sunny side of 61.
Sugarloaf Automotive in Winona.
You gotta fight! The Throwdown. Rhyme and Rage.
Ho-Chunk Gaming, Black River Falls. Hip-hop meets hard rock. With Beastie Boys tribute, Ryman and Steelin'. Plus, Renegades of Rage, Rage Against the Machine tribute. They'll face off in the Ultimate Throwdown, Friday, October 10th. Tickets start at $35 with $15 rewards play for each ticket sold. Must be 21 or over to attend. Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Black River Falls.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
During the Labor Day sale at PM Sleep Center, you'll save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Hurry in early for best selection. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 40 years.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, it's a love story, and she said yes.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged. The celebrity couple making the announcement in concurrent social media posts. Swift's nearly 2-year relationship with the Kansas City Chiefs tight end kicked off publicly back in September of 2023.
And everyone is ecstatic. Everyone here and everyone on social media. And might I add, they had perfect engagement announcement weather today here in La Crosse.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it didn't happen here, and they probably got engaged a couple of days before.
Sure.
But no, it was beautiful weather to celebrate here.
Absolutely perfect. Does it stick around, Greg?
Thank God that segment's over with, yes. Well, the good news is if you're wondering if we still got summer left to go, of course we do. We got temperatures, as you see, these are just the average last date of 90s. Just as on average, doesn't mean you can't see temperatures in 90s. The record would be probably into 90s into October, but this on average. So we're getting close, pretty much past where we, on average, we see the last 90-degree day. We still got plenty of 80s to go, 70s. Once again, the last day to see 90 like in La Crosse, you have to go back to early October. So if you're wondering if summer's yet gone, it's not. We're going to flip the switch eventually at some point. But in the meantime, we're going to have a nice stretch of really pleasant conditions. I'll show you this could extend well past Labor Day right now. As I mentioned, we do have showers. There is another system to the west approaching us as we go to Wednesday, and a cold front that'll be dropping south Wednesday evening too. Combined, that's going to increase the showers. Now here's the shower activity. If this can reach the ground tomorrow, this would be south of I-90 towards the late morning and early afternoon. Very light activity. A lot of this I don't think will reach the ground. It'll probably be just more cloud cover. cover than anything else, but south of I-90 you might see that through the early afternoon hour. Further north, just kind of outside the picture up there in northern Wisconsin, there's going to be a cold front that'll drop south. So we'll start seeing more clouds tomorrow afternoon and evening, especially further north or south you go. And eventually in the evening, we're going to start seeing showers along this little system right here that still remains and the front that's going to push south. So kind of the combination of those two are going to produce some showers going on through all the way through Wednesday night. And you can see here comes the front right there. So we might see a break for La Crosse with some showers early evening and then another round potentially going on late tonight. You're talking 2 to 3. As you see, very weak activity. This isn't a lot of moisture to work with this front, so not expecting widespread precipitation. As you wake up Thursday morning, a little bit of low clouds, potentially in some areas, maybe a little bit of fog, but a lot of precipitation should be out for the morning commute. So that's kind of what we're going on. Rainfall amounts outside of a thunderstorm will be very light. There's your temperatures overnight. We're going to get back down to the 50s, upper 40s, so the cooler spots a little milder than we've seen lately. And then tomorrow, a little bit more mild. The clouds really come in the afternoon. That showers is mainly northeast Iowa, southwest Wisconsin in the morning. And then towards the sunset, you'll start seeing for northern areas, maybe showers with that front approaching. Thursday behind the front, it's a little cooler to the north, upper 60s, low 70s. Since the front doesn't really slide through the entire area towards like Thursday morning, it's not as much of a change for areas here as we go to Thursday. And then going into Friday, we're going to start seeing a little bit more cooler conditions up to the north. Could be back in the upper 30s in a few areas. Friday overall does look to be cooler than we've had lately, but not too bad. Still low to mid 70s, most of the area wide. And then as we go to Saturday, and the weekend, you're going to start seeing a little bit of warm up. Get back to the mid 70s, even some upper 70s later on. And the jet stream going into the Labor Day really is going to be split, keeping the warm air to the south, the storms to the north. That means we're going to stay fairly dry for the most, and we're going to stay fairly pleasant all the way through Labor Day. As we look at the forecast there, we do see increase in showers as we go throughout early next week, but for the most part, minus more clouds this weekend, will be below average, but all in all, we're looking still fairly quiet. And I didn't have time to show the Climate Prediction Center one, but that looks to be beyond Labor Day. We still could be below average and fairly quiet too.
All right. Well, this is great.
So far,
looks
yes,
fantastic.
it does.
Thanks, Greg. Still to come, a not so nice surprise.
The intruder one family found living in their shed. Up next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily, Jardiance, at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that can suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with a big story to tell.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
All right, we've got a not so nice surprise out of the Miami area.
That's right. Sheds are usually for tools, not animals.
So a family in Miami got an unpleasant surprise. They found a Burmese python in their shed. The Burmese is one of South Florida's most destructive invasive species. Now, luckily, the Miami-Dade Fire Rescue's venom response team safely removed the snake.
Well, thank God for that response team.
Yeah, how about just the fact that they need a venom response team? That's not something we have to deal with up here.
What would we do if that creature was here? Who would we call?
I don't know, 911 and be running miles in the opposite direction.
So call Greg. Greg's not afraid of anything. He'll get it. All right, he has another look at your forecast right after this.
The Labor Day doorbuster deals Friday through Monday at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. Get a reclining sofa for just $7.97 and get the recliner free. No one sells Sealy for less, as low as $2.99. Labor Day doorbuster deals at Slumberland.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
I chose Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben because there was a level of experience that I knew that I could rely on.
In every case, we bring an experienced legal team to work on behalf of our clients.
I would absolutely recommend Schwabel, Getz, and Sieben for their phenomenal service, for their compassion, and for their level of expertise.
Call or visit Schwabel.com.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Find your style with Patriot Lighting. Shop a variety of style options in-store and on Menards.com. Get this 2-pack outdoor wall light for $29.98 after rebate. We have the largest selection of garage doors in stock, or design your own using our free Garage Door Designer. Get this 9x7 insulated garage door for only $469.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew. Final days.
Oh boy, the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Great time to buy, Hank.
That's right, Sam. But time is running out for amazing deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. On capable SUVs and on the built wild Bronco family. Hurry, it all ends September 2nd.
Now, during final days, get 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days on F-150. Or lease for $499 a month with 0 down. See your local Northland Ford dealers.
Hear everything but the gunshot. Introducing Soundgear Phantom, the world's first custom Bluetooth-compatible and rechargeable hearing protection and enhancement device, blocking loud, harmful noises while giving you that edge to hear better while hunting.
Better Hearing Center, 11th and Main on Alaska.
It's our huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland, and no one sells Sealy for less. Starting as low as $299. Save up to $800 on select mattress sets. Plus, get 72-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. The Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
Well, get out and enjoy the pleasant conditions while they last.
We will.
Sounds good.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for joining us at 5. We'll see you at 6.